Jana Duggar was not always certain that she would find her husband for life. For almost 12 years, the reality star permitted cameras to film her life on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting and its spin-off Counting On. While the show was going on, Duggar saw her sisters fall in love, and she was left wondering when she would have the same experience. "I just think to myself, what is it? Am I the problem? Is there something wrong with me?" In August 2024, she told People, "I know I've prayed for this for years and years and absolutely been like, what's the matter? All of my siblings, most of them have been married in their early 20s. I am the oldest by a long shot. As a result, there have been moments when it has been discouraging." Duggar had no idea that something extraordinary was developing between Stephen Wissmann, who had been a family friend for a long time, and himself. The beginnings of every Duggar family courtship, from Jim, Bob, and Michelle to Justin and Claire. The couple fell in love and had a beautiful summer wedding after reconnecting in early 2024, even though their romance didn't start with love at first sight. Duggar told People a few days before her wedding in August 2024, "It's amazing to see it happening, and it's a little hard to believe. It is a dream that has become a reality." Continue reading to find out more about Duggar's path to discovering love with her lifelong companion, Wissmann. 2011. Wissmann, who lives in Nebraska with his parents and brothers, first met Duggar when they were teenagers. Their families were the ones who introduced them to each other. Duggar told People in 2024, "The Wissmanns would travel and sing. I remember them coming to our house, probably around 13 years ago, and they ended up getting stuck here because of the snow, which is something that almost never happens in Arkansas. I remember playing games late into the night and working puzzles together until the snow melted and they were free to go back home. Because I am older than Stephen, I don't really remember him very well, and he was not someone I paid attention to." The most empowering quotes about dating and being single from Counting On's Jana Duggar, 2020 to 2022. Duggar disclosed in a 2024 interview with People that she and Wissmann had a short-lived romantic relationship a few years prior, but they eventually parted ways. Even after the separation, the two of them kept in touch and talked to each other on and off over the years. Hannah, who is the sister of Wissmann, married Jeremiah Duggar, who is Duggar's brother, in March 2022. The beginning of 2024. In the first months of 2024, Jana and Stephen re-established their connection and made the decision to take their relationship to the next level. "It was like, what are we doing? We still have a good time together." She told People, "We still really appreciate each other. I had been slow to act on it, but over time, his character and his return, along with the fact that he still loved me no matter what, made a difference. I understand that we have a large, chaotic family and we are still trying to deal with a lot of problems. I think to myself, wow, not a lot of people do that. He must truly care about me." June 2024. The couple never made any public statements about their relationship, but they were able to get engaged in private on June 15, 2024. A month later, Jana uploaded a series of images on Instagram in which she was wearing a ring on her left hand. Fans assumed that she was engaged. August 2024. The couple had their dream wedding in front of 500 guests just 2 months after they became engaged. According to People, Jana and Stephen were married on Thursday, August 15, in a ceremony that was classic and elegant. The wedding took place near Prairie Grove, Arkansas. Duggar said to the source, "I prayed for this for years," while enjoying the event. Jessa Duggar Seawald was the maid of honor at the wedding of the Counting On star, who had a wonderful time. Abby Duggar, Jana's sister-in-law, along with Joy Anna Forsyth, Johanna Duggar, Jinger Duggar Vuolo, and Jordan Duggar all served as bridesmaids. After the wedding, Jessa posted on her Instagram story, "The sweetest wedding ever." Jinger also said, The bride is the most beautiful. January 2025. Steven posted a collage of pictures from the couple's relationship on social media to commemorate Jana's 35th birthday. Happy birthday to the most wonderful and amazing friend and wife. On January 12, he sent a message on Instagram that said, "I love you." Lovely is defined as charmingly or exquisitely beautiful, having a beauty that appeals to the heart or mind as well as to the eye, as a person or a face, a delightful, highly pleasing, of a great moral or spiritual beauty. Steven says that his wife is the definition of the word. He said, "You have so many gifts and talents that you choose to share with others." Jana Duggar, a name that has become synonymous with the Duggar family in the show 19 Kids and Counting and later Counting On, has always had her life under a public microscope. Her relationship history, however, has remained notably private and often speculative. Jana's personal life has been a subject of fascination for fans who followed the Duggars' journey, especially as they awaited her eventual courtship and marriage. Jana Duggar's relationship with Steven Wissmann has stirred curiosity in many, as fans have followed every step of their relationship, from meeting each other to their engagement and wedding day. To understand when and how these two crossed paths, it's important to break down their relationship timeline and gain insight into the way they met and how their romance blossomed. In this comprehensive article, we'll explore how and when Jana Duggar and Steven Wissmann met, the course of their relationship, the public and private aspects of their romance, and what led them to become one of the most talked about couples in the Duggar family. The Duggar family background and the pressure of courtship. Before diving into the specifics of Jana Duggar and Steven Wissmann's relationship, it's essential to understand the environment that shaped Jana's early life and courtship expectations. Jana is one of the older children in the Duggar family, and being raised in a conservative Christian environment meant that her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, upheld strict values on courtship. The Duggar children are famously not allowed to date in the traditional sense, but instead they enter into what the family calls courtship, which is essentially a more structured form of dating with the intent of eventually leading to marriage. As one of the few unmarried Duggars in her 30s, Jana was under considerable pressure from fans and even family members to find a partner and marry. Her siblings had all followed the traditional Duggar path, many getting married at a young age and starting families soon afterward. Jana, however, had not seemed to be in any rush. She had spent much of her 20s helping raise her younger siblings, working on family projects, and maintaining a low profile when it came to romantic involvement. While there were occasional rumors about possible relationships, Jana's love life remained under wraps for a long time. Steven Wissmann, the mystery man. Steven Wissmann, a name that many fans may not have been familiar with before his relationship with Jana, was introduced to the public when Jana's courtship with him became official. Steven, like the Duggars, comes from a conservative Christian background. He hails from Omaha, Nebraska, and is a member of the Wissmann family, a group that is also known for its Christian values and large family structure. Steven himself works in the aviation industry, which aligned with his family's professional interests. Steven and his family share similar values to those of the Duggars, making him a suitable match for Jana in the eyes of the Duggar family. What makes Steven Wissmann particularly interesting in this context is that, although he comes from a well-established family with Christian values, he had managed to stay out of the public eye before he became involved with Jana Duggar. This relatively low-key lifestyle made his romance with Jana more private and perhaps even more mysterious for fans who were eager to know more about him. Steven's connection with the Duggar family and his eventual courtship with Jana Duggar had a much lower profile compared to the courtships of other Duggar siblings. In a world where the Duggars' relationships are often scrutinized, the more private nature of their relationship only heightened fan curiosity. How did Jana Duggar meet Steven Wissmann? The question of how Jana Duggar met Stephen Wissmann has long been the subject of speculation. Like many couples in the Duggar world, their courtship did not involve a traditional dating process. Instead, they likely met through mutual acquaintances and connections within the larger Christian and homeschooling communities. Both Jana and Stephen shared common religious beliefs and family values, so it is believed that their paths crossed in these circles, though the exact moment of their meeting has not been publicly disclosed. What we do know is that their courtship was announced to the public via social media. On January 2023, Jana shared a sweet post on Instagram with a simple caption that read, "So excited to announce that I'm in a courtship with Stephen Wissmann." This was a major milestone for the Duggar family as it marked the beginning of a new chapter in Jana's life. Prior to this announcement, there had been hints about the two possibly having a connection, but nothing was confirmed. Fans had seen glimpses of Jana spending time with the Wissmann family in photos and videos, and they had speculated that Jana and Stephen may have been in a relationship. However, the couple kept things private until they felt ready to go public with their commitment. While their courtship announcement came in early 2023, it's important to note that the couple had likely been spending time together for months before making their relationship official. In the Duggar world, courtships are a significant and deliberate step, and it's likely that Stephen and Jana had spent time getting to know each other in a formal setting before making it public. The courtship, a slow-burning romance. The Duggar family's approach to courtship is unique, and it's one that requires time, patience, and intentionality. Courtships are often long-term engagements where the couple gets to know each other and forms a bond before deciding whether they are ready for marriage. In this regard, Jana and Stephen's courtship followed the same path as other Duggar courtships. When the couple made their relationship official, fans began to watch closely for updates on their progress. As with many of the Duggar courtships, the timeline for Jana and Stephen's relationship remained largely private. However, the couple did share occasional updates about their time together. One of the biggest highlights of their courtship was the couple's first public date, which they documented on social media. In this era of social media, the couple's courtship played out in real time. Although Jana and Stephen didn't offer too many details about their private moments, they did share glimpses of their experiences together, often in the context of family events or group outings. These shared moments helped to build excitement among fans who were eager to learn more about the couple's dynamic, engagement, and marriage. In the Duggar world, the period between courtship and engagement is typically very short. It is common for couples to become engaged relatively soon after announcing their courtship. Jana and Stephen followed this pattern, and in mid-2023, they announced their engagement. The engagement came as a sweet surprise to many, but it was not entirely unexpected, considering the couple had been growing closer and sharing moments of their relationship with the public. The engagement announcement was met with congratulations from fans and the Duggar family alike. Jana's family was supportive of the union, and Stephen was welcomed into the fold with open arms. The couple's wedding was scheduled for the following year, and fans eagerly anticipated what would surely be another grand Duggar affair. Though the exact wedding date was not immediately revealed, the Duggar family's commitment to keeping certain details private allowed for much speculation. Fans were curious to see what kind of wedding traditions and customs the couple would adhere to and what kind of ceremony they would choose. Would it be similar to the other Duggar weddings, which typically involve large gatherings and a focus on faith and family? Jana and Stephen's wedding eventually took place in a beautifully intimate ceremony in 2024. While details were not as widely publicized as other Duggar weddings, the wedding was significant because it marked the culmination of Jana Duggar's long-awaited journey toward marriage. A relationship built on faith and values, Jana Duggar and Stephen Wissmann's relationship timeline is one that reflects the values of the Duggar family: faith, family, and intentionality. While the couple's meeting and courtship were kept private for a significant amount of time, their eventual engagement and marriage showed that their connection was strong and rooted in shared Christian beliefs. Their relationship was built on patience and mutual respect, and it serves as an example of the Duggar family's approach to romance. Although Jana had been in the public eye for many years, her relationship with Stephen remained private and intentional, in line with the Duggar family's values. For fans who had followed Jana's journey for so long, her eventual marriage to Stephen Wissmann was a deeply meaningful and joyful moment. Jana's story is one of waiting, faith, and family. From the early days of meeting Stephen Wissmann to their public courtship and eventual marriage, the couple's relationship exemplifies what it means to prioritize values over public spectacle. For those who have followed Jana's journey, this relationship serves as a reminder that sometimes love takes time and it's always worth the wait.